Well, Ger, we're going to look back before we look forward, and that Munster final between Cork and Limerick, it was a real classic. Were Limerick deserving winners in your opinion?
Yeah, as you said, Stephen, an absolute classic of a game. I'll answer the second part of the question maybe at the end, but it was a super game, great occasion from wearing a Bord Gáis Energy hat to be associated with what was really a brilliant game of hurling on Wednesday night. Everything from start to finish, it had great scores, 52 scores in 70 minutes hurling. Just a really, really great occasion. And in the end, Limerick, they came out trumps. They had said they actually, they deserved to win. They got the 4 goals. No one's saying goals win matches, and they got them at the right time. And it really lifted the crowd and lifted the atmosphere. And Cork finished up scoring 28 times and lost the match. So from that point of view, there was nothing between the two teams. Limerick got the goals, I think, which were I think that was the difference between the two teams in the end. Next up, obviously, for Limerick is Galway, Joe, and like every year, Galway are coming in fresh, but they're coming in untested. Can you give us an insight into the 2011 team? What are the expectations for the under-21 Galway team this year?
Well, I think there's a lot of expectation, when the seniors went out, and they're kind of the next to try and win an All-Ireland as well as the minors, and there's a lot left on the shoulders of them two teams, but they're a good side, They lost the minor All-Ireland from this grade a couple of years ago, and they've a lot of guys that have played over the last couple of years. There's some guys there for nearly 3 years that mightn't even make the team this year. So the competition for places is unbelievable in the setup at the moment, and they'll be quietly confident. As you said, they don't really have the competition yet so far. They haven't played a competitive match, obviously, so it's going to be hard to know. They'll probably take a few minutes to settle. Could be half time before they settle into the game, so it's going to be tough, coming in against good Limerick side. Is there an expectation in Galway that they should win? They're slightly, yeah. I have to say that, knowing from what kind of a team they will line out, it's a strong team, It's a very physical and good hurlers as well. There's a lot of speed in the forwards, and the backs won't give away anything too likely. But it's going to come down to on the day how they start, and the first couple of minutes, if they don't let Limerick get into the game and get into their stride, they'll have a good say at the end of it, Right, we wouldn't expect Joe, of course, to go against Galway. Ger, can you make the case for Limerick? Do you think this team is good enough to beat Galway and book a place in the under-21 final this year? Yeah, I suppose on the basis of what we saw certainly in Ennis and what we saw in Limerick last Wednesday night, they certainly are. Probably one hiccup in the situation that it looks like Kevin Downs, has got a hand injury and may not be able to play. And if he's not able to play, I think it would put a big dark cloud over whether they can win there or not. I think they'll go in with a lot of confidence, but on the converse of that, the hype and the expectation level now has gone through the roof probably in Limerick, and it's not going to be easy for Leo O'Connor to bring them back down and to start again from the hype of last week, because there was huge hype after the match there last week, huge excitement, and sometimes it's very difficult to bring it down for the next match. Again, it's like Galway, a bit on people, we know who they have, and we know the fact that they have talent. But coming in at this late stage, maybe it can be a positive if they use it properly. But from Limerick's point of view, I think Downs' availability will be absolutely crucial, and I think if he's available, it'll give him a great chance to go through. So Galway for Joe, Limerick for Ger. Well, I have to go with, in the predictions at the start of the year, I actually said that the Munster champions will be beaten by Galway when they came through at this stage. So, but if Joe wants to go for Galway, if he's insisting on going for Galway, let him go with it. I'll go for Limerick.